3 foods that you want to include in your diet: cacao, butter, and more fiber. And we'll get to all 3 in just a sec. So let's talk about the first one, cacao. Cacao is basically a relaxant, also works as an appetite suppressant. It's found in chocolate, but the problem is, in chocolate, when you eat chocolate the way most people eat chocolate, which is milk chocolate, you can't absorb the goodness of cacao. So cacao is a superfood, absolutely a superfood. The way I recommend to have it is with hot water. So you're drinking cacao, get the cacao in, put it in a glass of hot water, and enjoy your glass of cacao. It can boost serotonin in the brain, it can help relax you. If you've had a busy day of work or you need to calm down, a great way to do it is with drinking cacao. But make sure it has no sugar, because you don't want to add the sugar, you don't want to add honey or add too many things for it. You just want to have it and enjoy it. Now, when I was dieting for my photo shoot, I would have 1 piece of dark chocolate, 80% or above, every single day, and absolutely able to get leaner from doing that. So really recommend cacao or very, very high quality chocolate. But again, you don't want to eat too much, because too much of anything is not a good thing, but a little bit can also be included in a body composition plan. So cacao, absolute thumbs up. The next one is butter. Butter is another one of my absolute superfoods. Now, if you look at the work of Weston A. Price, which I can talk for hours on, every culture, long story short, that he analyzed had a butter or ghee equivalent to butter. Now, why is butter so fantastic? Well, it's high in your fat-soluble vitamins. What are your fat-soluble vitamins? Vitamin A, D, K, E, and also what he called Activator X, which was K12. Which was basically synthetic, or not synthetic, but synergistic rather, to all of the fat-soluble vitamins. So you have water-soluble vitamins, you have fat-soluble vitamins. Without getting into a whole thing about the difference between each, fat-soluble vitamins are very, very important for our hormones, very, very important for cell structure and cell membrane structure and integrity. So fat-soluble vitamins and butter will also help with appetite, because having more fats in your diet usually for a lot of people can it's the lack of fats that they're having, and that's why they're eating too many carbs and eating too many of the wrong foods. So butter is a superfood, not margarine, not low fat. Make sure you get a high quality butter. Grass-fed cows is the way to go, not grain-fed. So make sure you read the labels, and if you can get it, the best butter that I've ever had is from Warrnambool Farms. It doesn't actually have the label on it, so that's probably an indicator of why it's so good, but I got it from a farmer's market. So if you can get your butter from a farmer's market, even better. Now finally, the third food, or not really a specific food, but getting more fiber in your diet. Now, where does fiber come from? Now, there's this big misconception that whole grains have a lot of fiber in them. That's a misconception. Your biggest fiber foods are your green leafy vegetables. The problem is most people don't eat enough. So I'm not going to recommend you go on some complicated fiber protocol, rotating every single fiber under the sun. The way I do it with most of my clients is simply buy 2 fibers, which is psyllium husks or chia seeds. And the way I like to recommend it for people is you do 15 grams of the psyllium husks in the morning and 15 grams of the chia seeds at night, which is about a tablespoon. Put them in a glass, put some water in it, let it soak, let it fill out. You can either eat it as a pudding or drink it if you can't be bothered waiting like me most of the time. But absolutely have more fiber in your diet. Stools, people get all kind of, oh, that's talking about poo, but the conversation about poo is very, very important to have for your health, because you need to be going to the toilet at least once a day. And if you're not getting that, then there are some serious problems there, which you might want to consult a medical practitioner about or a functional practitioner about, and really get your diet in order. But starch, just to be confirmed, starch will only help bowel transit time to speed up, but it's not fiber. We're talking about fiber. So it's where the psyllium husks and chia seeds are really good to include as an everyday part of your plan. And hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, supplement smart, eat well, and train hard.
These creatures are incredibly rare. Their natural habitat sees them roaming over high streets and industrial estates. Their scientific name is Cacao. This is just so exciting.